This is going to be the release tutorial for the Mack Pinnacle. I've been working on this for a while. I drive a Mack Pinnacle in real life, so wanted to try to get this as close on details as possible. Also, taking some liberties to make it work in Stormworks. So let's start with a walk around. So coming up on the driver's side, we'll do a pre-trip like I would in real life. So start at the driver's door. Open up the driver's door here. The scale's off a little bit, just because of Stormworks, but that's kind of going to be what it is. So first thing I'll start on the driver's side hood latch. Press that one. We'll walk around here. We have air tanks. We have our steps. In real life, you can look underneath and you can actually see the cab floats on suspension, so you can actually see underneath. You can see the engine. You can see the transmission, so that's why you can look through there. We have fuel filler here in real life. There are caps on the top, so if put them right here. We have a large fuel tank on either side. We have a deck plate up here, so you can get up here and walk around as you would in real life to connect lines if you needed to. Up top we have, you'll notice this kind of contraption. This is to simulate real life cables, and this is how they're done in real life. So you have a plug-in here. That's where your cable comes up. It goes through a couple connection points, and then there are springs on a rail, and that allows this to slide and to stay off the deck plate so you don't rip your lines or rip your light cord. And that allows you to, and this one here is just a hanger, so that doesn't do anything. As you can see, I can connect this to a trailer, and because it free swings, it allows it to connect to a trailer and not bunch up or pinch. We have our front mud guards or rock guards. So this is it when you're backing up. This tire will be turning backwards, and this is to protect your back windshield from getting hit with rocks. Have a fifth wheel integrated with the T-TIS system, so that is clickable and it will auto reset after 30 seconds. XML grip tires, XML headed mud flaps. The collision is right here, so underneath you're not going to hit those on the ground. It's a fully integrated T-TIS lighting system, so it's all set up for T-TIS, so you can use this with any of my T-TIS trailers. I have like 5 more T-TIS trailers that are pretty much ready to go. I'm just working on final detailing. You have a pintle and you have a light cord. There's no detach for the pintle. All the detaches are going to be on the trailers. That's just for space reasons, so you'll actually press the detach button on the trailer. We'll go through the lights when we get in there. So the light cord functions the same, has the same connections, T-TIS, as the regular trailer system. So mostly for this, you'd be pulling a dolly if you're doing a set of doubles. Another mud flap on this side. We have, this is a hanger in real life for chocks. So my chocks are yellow wedges, so that's what those are. And of course I had to make this a little bit on the bigger side just because Stormworks and space constraints. In real life, we have, it looks like a water heater in the back. It's a big, huge exhaust system, so it does look like that in real life. Second tank on this side. These tanks are cross-fillable. In real life, you'd have to fill each individual tank, but these are cross-fillable, so that you only have to fill one in game, and one anchor in game, and it'll fill both tanks. The step is different on the passenger side. RL, there's no air tanks. They're just on the driver's side. This is actually where your DEF system, the components would be for that. Again, you should be able to see underneath and see the components in there. We have one of our directionals here as well as here. So both sides you have a low and a high directional IRL, and so in here as well. So next thing we'd do here is we would... in real life you check the front lights, make sure they're on, but what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and press the hood latch. You need to press both like you would in real life. They're just strap connections. And we'll go around to the driver's side. So, I'd go in and I'd turn on my lights in real life. They'd already be on, but, I'd check my lights. Let me turn them on. Let's do a quick walk around with lights. So, let me just jump in so I can press them. Headlights. So again, if we go around here, you can see part of the T-TIS system. I have my marker lights, or my running lights in the back there. On the front, you'll notice I have headlights, and then those are directionals there. And we have a couple of anchors here. Those are for towing. And then this is a simulated bulldog for the emblem. for the Mack emblem. Inside here, the engine in a Mack Pinnacle is an MP8, so this is MP8 modular engine. This is simulated steering shaft, steering box, and pitman arm for the steering system. You see we have radiator for plenty of cooling. Then you'd walk around this side. You'd check all the components on this side. Again, MP8 on this side. All right, and let's close it up. So this, you can press either one to close it. And then if you locked it up, you would you could press both. You know, you can just press one if you like. All right, we'll go ahead and jump into the Mack Pinnacle. When you open your door, you'll see your dome lights come on. Also, your dome lights will come on when the headlights are on. So if headlights are off and doors open, you get domes. And then when you close it, you lose your domes. All right, so you have headlights next to that dome light. You can manually turn on your dome lights if you want. You also have work light. Work light is in the back that shines behind you. So if you were backing up to a trailer at night, you'd want that work light on so you can see where you're backing up. All right. Above that, we have simulated engine temp, real engine temp, simulated oil pressure, trans temp, and exhaust temp. As you can see, oil pressure is going to be 0 because the engine is not up and running. We have a tachometer and a speedo. We have our starter. Let's go ahead and start it up. All right, we're up and running. As you see, oil pressure is coming up, tach's going up, and our simulated air is up. This is part of the T-TIS system. We have trolley brake, which is also signalable by the spacebar. We have Jake brake, toggleable. That's to supply the trailer brakes, to release the trailer brakes. This is to supply the tractor brakes, to release the tractor brakes. This is a manual, is most likely going to remain a manual, because that's what a proper truck is. This is my Eaton Fuller 10-speed. It simulates the real Eaton Fuller 10-speed. The gear ratios are within 0.01 of the real gear ratios. So this operates within the pretty much exact speed specifications that the real Mack Pinnacle operates. So that took a little bit of tweaking to get that just right. We also have mirrors here, the camera mirrors. So you can use your mirrors for reversing. This one's hard to see, but you know, in real life they'd be angled in, and they'd actually be right here. So can't really angle them. So kind of stuck with them like that. Also have some simulated cross bracing in the back there. Since it's you know, a tractor, it's kind of tough to hide some of the micros, so you have them sitting up there in the wind deflector. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go out. So it's actually good. It's getting dark. So we start in first gear here. To release the brakes, if you look here, supply tractor. That is, in real life, you'd be supplying air from your air tanks to the brakes to release the brakes. They're color-coded correctly. Yellow is for the tractor, red is for the trailer. Since we have no trailer, we just need tractor. We're in first gear. Let's go forwards. All right, just show off the lights a little bit here when I get outside. So I'm going to shut that work light off. Okay, so if we press... all right, so if you press our brakes with the T-TIS system, as you see, we have bright brake lights. I'm going to go ahead and press W just to get rid of brake lights. If I press the 1 key, as you see, we get directional. We have 2 directionals here, as in real life, in the correct positions, and we have our directional up front. 2 is the right directionals, as you can see. 3 is hazards, as you can see. If we turn our headlights on, with the T-TIS system, we get our dim markers. And then if we press the brakes, we get brake lights, bright brake lights. And then if we go brake lights and directionals, we get our directionals with our brake lights, as you can see. So controls are steering AD, WS is throttle brake, space is trolley brake, 1 is left directional, 2 is right directional, and 3 is hazards. All right, so let's go ahead and let's put this to day mode here. And I'm just going to connect to a trailer, and we'll get going there. And then, yeah, we'll take a trailer. So let me take my FD45. That is on the workshop, if you'd like to use that. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is the version that's on the workshop. This is TTIS enabled as well, so the Mack Pinnacle can be used. It's seeing it is also TTIS enabled. So your gearbox, you start in 1. Your up-down arrows on your keyboard are going to be your gear shifting. Shift down 1 more, you have a 0. All right, so let's go through the gears. So it's patterned correctly for an Eaton Fuller 10 speed. So neutral is right in the middle. If we go up 1, 1 is back in towards the driver, correct? 2 is going to be middle and away. 3 is middle back. 4 is up and away. And then 5 is right and away, or right and back rather. 6 is going to be back where 1 is, because you'd be clicking the range selector. 7, 8, 9, and 10. So as you can see, I put a gear position indicator just to make it a little bit easier for those who are unfamiliar with how to actually shift a tractor trailer. If you go all the way down, you actually have 2 reverse speeds like in real life. You have a low ratio reverse. You'll hear the backup alarm. And you have a high ratio reverse. So let's go ahead. We're presently in high speed reverse. As you can see, it's good for getting traveling, but you really don't want to try to back into a trailer with that. You want to go in your low speed reverse. So if I floor it here in my low range reverse, gives you a nice slow speed so you can back up a trailer. You can align up, and as you can see, very easy to do. All right, so we're going to put this in neutral. Yep, I jumped out of my seat. We're going to put this in neutral. All right, and we are going to put on the brakes. All right, so the next thing we'll do is we want to grab this cable. You don't want to grab this cable. Okay, this is where you hang your cable up, and you'll notice why I set up this system. This sets it up like real life. This hangs. I wish I could XML edit this to be smaller, but I've yet to find a solution for that. What you'll notice is as I'm turning the trailer, it allows the cable to swing like in real life. That is how you'd operate it IRL. With the TTIS system, as you can see, it's already sent the light information to the trailer. You're going to want a TTIS trailer with this, most likely. That's going to make sure all the lights work. It's going to make sure that things like brakes and trolley and Jake brake all work properly. So let's go for a little spin here with this trailer. Okay, so now that we're taking a trailer, we need to supply both the tractor that releases the brakes, and we need to supply the trailer that releases the trailer brakes. Let's start in first gear, and we'll go for a little drive. And again, with the TTIS system, we'll go up a couple gears here. Just waiting to get out of the hangar so I can actually look at the back of the trailer. So again, with the TTIS system, as you can see, we have dim markers, brake lights, and clearance lights. If I hit the brakes, as you can see, we get bright brakes, we get directionals, and we get hazards. If I put the tractor in reverse, you'll notice we get our reverse lights on the tractor and the buzzer. If I shut off my headlights, same thing with the tractor. Because of TTIS, we get we have no lights on. So let's go for a little drive here. So I'm going to put it in first gear. A lot of people, understandably don't have any tractor trailer experience. That's what I do for a living. So they tend to have trucks that behave like cars. This behaves precisely like a truck. I actually took the Pinnacle IRL out and I tested each gear and saw what the speeds were. So currently we're in second gear. We're going to do a maximum speed of 7 miles an hour. That's good for backing up. That's good for maneuvering a trailer. And so we just press up on the up arrow, and as you can see, we can shift through our gears. And that's how a real truck works. It's not just a car looking like a truck. So we can walk through our gears. This is designed to be a road truck. The Pinnacle is a road truck. If you had a Granite or something, they would have a much higher bumper. You need to watch the bumper on this. This is designed to be a road truck. If you're getting up, as you can see, in areas like this, you have to be careful of the bumper. Again, this is a road truck. It's designed to, ride on the road. It's not designed to ride off-road. So if you're coming up, bombing down an off-road section, you are going to hit the bumper like you would in real life. So you want to take it easy off-road and just pay attention. All right, so the grip on this is XML edited for a couple of reasons. One, the the game's grip is just ridiculously low. You can't have proper power, proper gear ratios with the grip that they have, and you'll never get up a hill like this with a heavy load. You know, this goes right up the hill, no problem. You'll hear that the engine revved up. That is a tilt sensor to give you a little more power when you're going up a hill, to make sure that you that's realistic. You know, as somebody who drives tractor trailer, you know, 5 days a week, 60 hours a week, you know, this performs like my truck at work performs, and that's how I wanted it to do it. All right, so this performs properly. All right, so as you notice, I can turn, I can do, let me do a jackknife here. So let me get it down to a low gear here. Let's go down to 2. So I'm going to do a nice tight jackknife turn here. And you'll notice with this light cord system set up the way it is, this allows you to do jackknifes like this and not, you know, break your cord, or, you know, in-game get your cord stuck. I can go past 90 in the real tractor and not break my cord because I have this system where the springs allow the cord to pull. So that's why this system is set up like this. You get, if you just hook the cord directly to the trailer, it would be taut. You would not be able to do advanced maneuvers like this. Whereas you can see, I can even go push the trailer backwards as I'm and scuff the tires as I'm turning. So this gives you full realistic tractor trailer maneuverability with that light cord like that. So if you're wondering why it's elaborate like that, that is why, so that it's realistic. All right, so let's get going here. So the next thing we'll look at is the trolley brakes. So trolley brakes, the space bar or this, that's there mostly for RP and where it is in real life. But if you press the space bar, you'll notice you just get trailer brakes. All right. In real life, you wouldn't slam on the trailer brakes like that. You would tap them. So this is mainly if you have a trailer that's trying to come around the side of you. Let me just turn down environmental noise. You would tap the trolley brakes. So you go tap, tap, tap like that. And you know, you don't use it too much in a trailer like this, but if you have a set of doubles in game, the trolley brake becomes important because the doubles are going to want to come around you. So you want to tap that. They'll straighten the trailer right out. So if the trailer starts coming sideways, you can just tap spacebar and that will fix that and keep the trailer in front of you. So the next thing we'll go over is the Jake brake. So the Jake brake is an engine compression brake. So what you do is you turn the Jake brake on. As long as you're pressing on the W key, the Jake brake is not braking the tractor. It just does the wheels on the tractor, like in real life. And so what you'd be doing is, let's say you're going down a large hill or a mountain in real life. Right now the Jake brake's on, my finger's off W. You'll notice it's keeping me at a slow speed. It'll even stop me. I'm just tapping W. This allows you to take your finger off W and it will automatically start slowing you down, just like real life. So that's how a Jake brake works. So as long as that switch is flipped, you can just take your finger off W and it will automatically start slowing you down. So as you can see, going down a gnarly hill, this is how you'd use it in real life. And this is for saving your brakes in real life. So I'm just taking my finger off W and I'm just gently tapping it every once in a while to go down this hill. So I can go down this hill nice and safely by just tapping my W key. Again, this is meant to be a road tractor. It's going on these roads fine. These roads tend to be smoother. That off-road section there, you have to go nice and slow because you will hit the bumper, again, because it's designed to be a road truck. All right, so my finger's off W here. I'm going to let the Jake brake slow it down automatically. I didn't touch anything. All right, so that's what a Jake does. A Jake automatically slows you down. So it's great for going down hills, especially if this trailer is full and heavy. And all you have to do is put your finger back on W and the Jake brake comes off. So that's kind of nice. You can just kind of you don't have to hit S to slow down. You can just tap W. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jake off. All right, now if I were to let go of W, it would just you know, it would not apply the brakes. It would just coast. All right, so I'm gonna start upshifting here. All right, so all these speeds are correct to real life. All right, so 8th gear in real life is, you know, it's between about 35 and 40. 9th is going to go up to about 55-ish. And then, you know, I don't have a limiter. We're governed to 65 in my tractor in real life. So 9 is going to probably go up to about 55 like in real life. Again, the gear ratios are set to real life. So as you can see, 55. Go up a gear here, we're going to be able to go up. This trailer is on the heavy end, so we'll probably be able to get up into the 60s maybe. But that's pretty normal. You know, like I said, my tractor is governed to 65. If you took this bobtail without a trailer, you get up in the 70s. So I have a PID controlling the steering on this. That allows me to be, you know, it's nice and smooth. I'm not having to fight the steering the whole way. As you can see, I can drive in third person, I can drive in first person, and I can make small corrections, and it's not all over the place. It's very nice and stable. All right, as you can see, we get a nice speed. We're about doing 62, so that's about realistic. You have a heavy trailer, you'd be doing 60s, you know, 60 to 65 at the most, just because of the governor. But good speed here. You know, this trailer is already in the workshop. I have more. The slide 41 is also TTIS enabled. That will also work with this. I have about, like I said, 5 more trailers that are already probably 90% complete, just finishing out the last details, and you'll have some more trailers to utilize with this. I'm trying to get the doubles working, make a container chassis trailer, but you know, so this is a good good truck that behaves like a truck. There's a lot of great vehicles out in the workshop, but they behave like cars, and I really wanted a truck to behave like a truck. And so that's pretty much about it on this, on the Mack Pinnacle. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.